Okay, I'm not going to interrupt it anymore.
So one of the things that people struggle with bipolar is that focusing piece, right?
Uh-huh.
The mania.
You see I'm all over the place.
Right. So how do you? I mean, you made sense, so it's good. I got what you're saying, but
Yeah.
with the creativity, I mean, there's so much coming.
Oh my, it's too much.
How do you take that and focus it?
So,
Because I see you start and finish stuff, which is good.
yeah.
How do you focus it? How do you focus?
How do I focus?
Because I'm sure while you're doing that for his company, 20 other thousand things came through.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how do you? What tools do you use to stay focused?
What tools do I use?
Like, do you write them down?
Oh, I'm right. I'm an avid writer.
Okay.
I'm an avid writer. I briefly told you guys this last time after that tragic car accident when I was on life support and stuff. They told me in rehab, your memory is not reliable anymore.
Right.
So you need to write everything down.
Yeah.
So here's what's cool. All my work that I've been doing all these years, all written down. I have the stuff too.
Good then, okay.
I'm like an avid writer. Like when I get like they speak to me. Like right now, the new thing they want me to work on is a petition.
Okay.
For voter suppression, a petition to overcome voter suppression because like they're not letting people vote. They have all these distractions. And 8 years ago when I started the business, the way it started was at a Board of Regents meeting when I was vice president of Nevada State College. That's something else. I get a lot of titles. I get titles all over the place. But so back to the Nevada State College. My fiance just broke up with me. My high school sweetheart, we were together 9 years. I told you guys that last time. She breaks up with me like a month before this, maybe a week or two before it. And I'm like, damn, I got to get her back. I was like, I lost my girl, you know, and so I was like, I got to do something great to impress her. I was like, I got to save the world or do something cool. I was like, I want to say, I want to say thanks to her family too. But anyways, getting back to the point. So like, I came up with the idea. I was like, we're going to have voter registration events. And everywhere we go, there's going to be voter registration. We're going to be at the club. Voter registration opportunity. We're gonna be at Chuck E. Cheese having fun. Voter registration opportunity. Everywhere we go, we have voter registration. So that's what it started as 8 years ago. Yeah. And so I told everyone, I was telling the Board of Regents, they're like, that's a great idea. They're like, yes, we're gonna go yoga and then register to vote. Everywhere we go, there's gonna be voter registration. So that was my vision 8 years ago that I told all the colleges. I told the chancellor, the head of NSHE. All 8 colleges in Nevada, the chancellor runs all 8 of them. And I told him my idea, and he loved it. He loved my energy. And, like, I had this brilliant idea, but, like, it was like I didn't have the knowledge to make it really happen.
So do you now, or are you still working on it? Okay.
I have it now.
So what's the next step?
The next step is getting this petition going, getting it, and then after we get this petition, that's how we could gain trust. Because a lot of people heard about my business, but they lose faith over time. They're like, okay, when's it going to really happen? So, we just to remind them, like, hey, we're still doing stuff. We're still doing, like, sign our petition if you want to overcome voter suppression. If you want to have an event, not nothing too big, but something with family and friends where, you guys get registered to vote. Maybe we talk on a conference call or, start it that way. Get people registering other people to vote. I can't do it by myself. That's the biggest lesson I got when I was all over the news in 2014. Because I was doing it, man. Before I went crazy, before I started having to come to these places. I didn't have to start coming to these places until 2014. And so what happened in 2014? So I told you, I pitched the idea of this business to all these college presidents, the chancellor. I'm getting a lot of publicity for it. And people are feeling it. We have shirts. We're giving out shirts on social media. We have models. We make commercials. We do, you name it, we do it. And so people were like, oh yeah, real education matters. Like the students knew about it. My friends knew about it. I was getting girls from it. So everything was going good, and then I felt like my whole life was over. Like everything was going good. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm working with Big Brother, Big Sister. I'm working with this company. We creating shirts for people. I have leaders from churches meeting with me. Leaders from churches taking me out to lunch to hear about this Real Education Matters thing I had going. So in my head in 2014, what's happening now was already happening. So everything that's happening now, I saw 8 years ago. Or no, 6 years ago when I was on the 2014. So let me get to the point on that story. So I'm doing great. People know about RIM. I'm going to events. Girls are wearing my shirt. Girls are wearing my glasses. I can show you pictures for anything I say. I will show you pictures. But like, so anyway, so I'm doing great. Then one day, like, well, it was all kind of a sudden thing. My college graduation was coming up. So my business is really flourishing. My college graduation, a college that I helped build, a college that me and the student government overcame budget cuts. You know, they tried to shut down the college when I was there, and I had to rally against that kind of stuff. So I built a big name for myself. I did flash mobs at the college. I hosted events at the college. I created a casino night event at the college. I was doing all this stuff. I started all these clubs at the college. I started 13 new clubs. I made student government cool. Like, it was only 8 people in student government when I joined, or 9. 9 people when I joined. After my second year, after I became on it, we got that up to 22. So it was only 9 people that knew about student government. They're in it. Then I come on the scene. I get the most votes at every election. I created a flyer of me as James Bond. I was the black James Bond, and it said "License to Senate." That's what it said. That was a picture. Did you ever see I Love You, Man? In that movie, he has a billboard. He's a real estate agent. It was my fiance's idea, my girlfriend's idea. She was like, "You should do a poster, license to sell." You know, like, with a gun. So she was like, "Hey, wait, maybe you shouldn't." She goes, "Maybe you shouldn't do that." She's like, "You get in trouble." I was like, "I ain't gonna get in trouble. What are you talking about? This is gonna be dope. Just make it." So she makes this flyer. Again, I'm getting all the votes in the election. That's one thing they can thank me for too. I always got the most votes in the election. Not to be a narcissist, but I'm just being honest. I would get like 900 votes. The person in second place would have like 400. I'm telling you. So I come out with the flyer, and this is a recurring trend that I'm talking about now. So the flyer, okay, everyone votes for it. I get the most votes, and then they call me and they say you need to resign from the election. They're like, for a controversial flyer. Like, they got hella votes. I got the most votes, but they wanted to disqualify me. And so me, it was after I still wasn't me yet in 2014. Well, no, not in 2014. Wait. Yeah, we're in 2012 now. Now my story's bouncing around. But I know where I'm at, but from 2012. So anyways, what was happening with that flyer? So I came out with the flyer. There's a picture of me with the gun. License to Senate. They tell me you're done from the election. You got to resign. I'm like, Mom, they told me I'm kicked out. And she was like, what do you mean? She was like, I showed it to her. She said, it says you need to resign. And my mom's like, you're not going to resign nothing. She's like, no, don't just quit. I was going to quit because I still wasn't all the way back to the confident guy you see now. I just keep in mind I had to learn to walk again, I had to learn to talk again, I had to relearn all this stuff. So I wasn't cool. Like, I didn't have all that confidence. But my mom, if it wasn't for my mom, I would have gave up. But I didn't, and I fought it, and I got on. And then I started doing flash mobs. I did a casino night event. I hustled this dude was trying to hustle us on a pizza deal. That's another side story. But no, man, so 2012, I get disqualified. 2014, I'm all over the news, yelling at Pharaoh High School, telling kids this is not life, this is a drug hospital, this isn't real. You have the potential to be great. You have the potential to do anything you want. Make your dream come true. So that's what I told them, but I was yelling. Right. Because on that day, okay, I was telling you I was about to graduate college. This story bounces around, but man, it's a good one. So now, 2014, okay, I'm about to graduate college. My business is taking off. I'm getting girls. Everything's going good. So I helped build that college. I was the vice president. So I felt entitled, I get the speech. I'm going to get to give the speech to the whole college for graduation. And after this speech, everyone's going to be Bentley, Bentley, in my head. Now, I'm going to pause on a side note real quick. My professor, Chris Harris, you need to know this. My professor, Chris Harris, he goes, I feel like every time, because he was my professor, he taught me communication, public speaking. I was actually in nursing before public speaking. I wanted to be a nurse because I just wanted to have an everyday normal life like everyone else. That's what me and my fiance decided. So anyway, Chris Harris, he says, every time you write a speech or do something, I feel like you hear a crowd roaring. He's like, I feel like I feel like every time you speak, this is what you hear. like the crowd roaring and chanting, you know what I mean? Like, and he's absolutely right. Now, you know, I'm kind of honestly, he's kind of right. I'm serious. I'm like, Mom, doing this stuff. Like in my head, I'm like, they're chanting my name, like Bentley, but which did happen at Pharaoh High School.
Yeah.
After I gave that speech I told you about, where I told them, I said they're making me look like a nigga right now. I literally said that in the speech, and that's what the news used to make me look bad. Because I was like, they're making me look like a nigga right now. I was like, I'm not a nigga. I'm your brother. I'm your teacher. We're family. We are Las Vegas. And I went like that, and like, it was dope. So, don't lose where you're going with that. So, let me tell you where I was going with that. So, the kid loved the speech. The news made me look crazy. Because all you saw in the news was this black guy in camouflage pants, in a Virgin Mary shirt, combat boots that I got from the Civil Air Patrol, combat boots. They should have known some shit was going to go down. The dude walked in, but everyone knew me. The teachers loved me. Everyone loved me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that guy I always dress weird. That's why the kids like me. I wear Spider-Man shoes. I wear SpongeBob. Do I got SpongeBob today? No, I don't. I had him yesterday. But like, I don't know. I'm like this character. So they let me in. So like, so I went to the hospital. A lot of people thought I went to jail after I gave that speech because there's a meme of me that was circulated around the schools. It was a meme of me getting pulled by police, and on the meme it says, "You have potential. You have the potential to make your dreams come true, Mr. Bentley." And the kids were sharing that on social media. So like, so a lot of people thought I went to jail. I didn't go to jail. I was having that was my first mental breakdown. Okay, the breakdown happened when they told me I didn't win the speech. Right. So before I gave that speech and went viral on Foothill, I was up for 3 weeks. 3 weeks psychosis. Felt so damn good. I would maybe sleep an hour, if that. I was only eating Skittles for 3 weeks and drinking orange juice. Yep. Skittles orange juice. So I almost had kidney failure. That, you know, I almost had. So thank God they didn't send me to jail, because I would have had kidney failure when I got to the hospital finally. Oh, and it was crazy when I got to the hospital. We'll get to that in a second. But no, so the point of where I was bringing up the whole speech and what I was wearing. 3 days later, after I say 3 days later because I noticed a trend in my life, biblical. 3 days, things happen in threes. So I went to the hospital on Friday. I was in hell. I'll tell you about that, because that's when the Illuminati came to try to kill me. They tried to assassinate me while I was in the hospital, because then it's like, okay, we got rid of the problem. So I wouldn't sleep when I was in the hospital because I knew the Illuminati was coming to finish the job. They tried to kill me at Foothill High School, which they kind of did do. They attacked my character. So everyone that saw it was like, oh, this motherfucker's crazy. So they assassinated me, but they didn't have to use bullets. If this had been 60 years ago, and I was doing the shit I'm doing now, they would have shot me a long time ago. They would have lynched me. I don't know. They would, you know what I mean? But in these times, like, society's come a long way, you know. So like, I didn't get shot, because that's usually what happens. If somebody goes, if I was in California, I would have got shot. Right. Because I forget the guy who did it. It's one of the guys who wrote like Game of Thrones, or I know a lot about entertainment. Entertainment is my thing. So anyway, so that's I'm gonna throw that one away. But anyway, so like, yeah, I did that speech, and they had that viral meme of me getting pulled. You have potential, like so like I do, like, when I got expelled from high school, on the news. Everything I do gets put on the damn news. I swear, it's a trend. Like, I don't know, like, so I don't know, man. But yeah, so that happened at Foothill. Dang, 2014. Yeah, so then that's when everyone thought I was crazy, because then I was doing a bunch of stuff. I was in psychosis. Like, it felt good. Yeah, it does. I'll be like, it really felt good. It's good, but it's maniac. It's really good. Oh, manic. Oh, going manic. Yeah. That's I call that going Super Saiyan. Yeah. Going, yeah. It feels good, but it could be bad. Make a lot of bad choices in those episodes. Yeah. I got out of the freeway and walked on one of them, because I thought they wired my car to blow up when I passed Sunset. In my head, because I watched a movie with Gandhi. Yeah. Movies is what really plays in my life. So like, a lot of the stuff I do, I'm a great imitator. My mom said I've been doing it since I was born. My mom goes, "You've always been like this." She said, "I'll never forget when you were 3, or you and Chris, I was 4, my brother was 2 or 1 or whatever. You dressed up like your dad, dressed Chris up like him too, and got a briefcase, and you both were walking around in suits." You know, so like my mom was like, "You've always had this behavior," but like, she thinks I'm crazy too. They've made everyone think I'm crazy, even though it's like, no, I'm not crazy. You are. I've always been like this. Like, I've always been an imitator. Like, I imitated my dad. Like, you know, like so like, I've always imitated people I looked up to. That's the sincerest form of flattery, imitation. So I love Lil Wayne.
Hmm.
I went to the Mormon church dressed up as Lil Wayne.
Okay.
So like I went to the Mormon church dressed up as Lil Wayne. It was cool. They taking pictures. I had a gold chain on. Like then I was Obama in church. I remember I dropped the mic. They don't like Obama in the Mormon church, by the way. But anyways, so yeah, they don't. But yeah, so like I go to a lot of churches. I was part of the Muslim church.
Okay.
Like I told you guys, I've really done a lot of great stuff, but like people think I'm freaking crazy. And you know what? They're absolutely right.
Okay.
But no, so no, man. Like I just have an adventurous life, and I'm like, it's nice to have someone to talk to, but I do want this to be productive. I don't want to just be me storytelling, but like, helping understand myself more, and that's why I'm recording, and I appreciate you letting me record because this is gonna help me. But yeah, so
So one of the things I think we should work on, especially with you folks with bipolar, is that you do have all this, and it's awesome. We need to bring it to here.
yeah, everyone's.
And that's not bad. You can still have all that stuff going on. You have to focus on a couple things. That's why I said you write stuff down, because you have some great ideas. You just have to make sure you don't lose them.
No, look at this.
Or, and what happens is when you get manic, your brain wants to do all of it all the time.
Yep.
And you can't, so part of the brain starts to shut down, right? And that's when we end up going to the hospital.
Oh, I haven't been to the hospital in a time. I went to 17 hospitals in 2 years.
Yes. You're doing great, but just so you know, because our brain just overflows.
Yeah,
And then it's too much information.
bro, I'm telling you, like I have a bunch of books like these. Like,
That's
look,
awesome.
like you see all this writing.
Yeah,
Wait, what is
good.
this? Super PACs explained. I'm starting a super PAC. That's one of the things I'm
Okay.
doing.
Good. We need it here in Nevada.
We do. We need an alliance. So like I'm starting it off as an alliance, and I'm gonna build it up with the petition.
Yeah.
Because that will show people, like, hey, we're really doing something. That we got a petition. It's not just this guy.
Focus on the petition, not all the stuff around it.
Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just go get the signatures and then worry about getting people signed up to do the voter registration. Don't try to do it all at once.
Okay. Okay.
Just focus in on that one thing. Get the petition done, and then you can do the voter registration. But if you give it to everybody, they are going to feel overwhelmed. Then they're not going to take you serious.
Oh, yeah, I overwhelm people. That's one of my weaknesses that I've
I don't
overcome.
think it's a weakness. I like it. It's that part that makes you great and gets things done. So it's good that you overwhelm people, but you have to be able to overwhelm them on one issue, on that issue of getting them to sign the petition.
Yeah.
And then once the petition's done, you have all those names to go back to for the voter registration. And then they're not overwhelmed because now they know you. And you go back, you remember you signed that petition, Johnny, and you helped us. Thank you so much. Can you do one more thing for me? Let's do voter registration. Instead of all at once.
Okay.
It's just something that's what we should work on.
Okay.
Is so you just stay focused on one thing.
Okay.
Because then I guarantee you everything will blow up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
And it'll blow up in a good way that you can control it, and that's what you need.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing one of the biggest lessons I've had in my life. Getting fame or attention is easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's sustaining it that matters.
Yes.
Sustainability. You know what I mean?
And it's going to go like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
One year you're going to be super there, and then next year no one remembers you, and then the next year everybody knows you. And it's just the way it goes, especially with fame and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm hard to forget though.
You are. That's a great thing. No, and that's wonderful for what you do. But you want to have them remember you for being the most amazing person. You want to make sure that they understand that you're someone that they remember you for being.
Well, being more like my dad.
Yeah.
My dad was
that excitement going. Don't lose it. Hey, come sign this petition. Get over here. Yay! And then when you got it done, just go ahead and sign it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The petition, yeah.
And then once you do the petition, then you can do the next step. That's why I'm telling you to write it down.
Okay.
So you can do the steps. Because, for people that are, have the mania, the bipolar stuff, you guys get great ideas. The problem is you get all 100 of them at once. Right? And then you come in and overwhelm people. You're at the table trying to tell someone to do 100 things, and they're like, "You nuts, I'm out."
You're really right.
You get 100 great ideas every day. Right?
That's why I really posted. Thank God I'm bipolar.
People like you have to change the world. You just have to be able to focus and to change the world.
Okay.
And that's what we need to work on.
Okay. Accomplish one goal at a time.
Yeah.
Don't overwhelm.
but write them down. You don't want to overwhelm anybody else because you are always going to be overwhelmed because there's just so much going on in your head that will never stop. And I don't want that to stop. That's the great part about you. But you can't put it on somebody else.
Okay.
Especially if you're talking to grandma and grandpa about, voting, and then all of a sudden you're off to something else. They're going to be like, huh? And then not take you seriously.
It's a gift and a curse.
It is. So, but it's more of a gift than it is a curse.
It really is, and it's. I was gonna say after that, gift and a curse. Let me write this down. Accomplish one goal at a time. Petition. Start with 1,000 signatures for a petition. Start with and focus.
And one of the things is with a petition, you got about 30 people right here that'll sign it. Right? Because none of those folks vote. They need to. Homeless people don't vote.
Yeah.
They don't have a voice.
Yeah.
So you need to help them with that voice.
This dude's the best counselor in the world. Y'all watching this, I'm telling you, y'all need to come here. I don't know if he's ready to be on camera yet, but he's dope.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, it's that part is the reason we get ignored is people with mental health and homeless. They don't have a voice. They don't have a voice because they don't vote. So we need to get them to understand that that's how they're going to change the world. Can you imagine if every homeless person voted? People would finally take them serious.
Dude!
Yeah. That's why you have to do it one step at a time.
This dude is a genius. You're the best. I'm telling you, I need to get, I'm telling you, this is good. Okay, start with the focus. Hold on, You're harnessing. See, I like what you're doing because most people, here's what happens, and this is why. Here's what happens. They see me, they see my charisma, they see my energy, and what they're thinking is, how can I use this to benefit me? Or how can I control him? You get what I'm saying? So what happens is they're like, oh my gosh, you have all these good ideas, but then they try to take the me part out of it, or they try to I can't explain it, they try to just, you can't do it, because people love it, small-minded people love to tell you what you can't do.
Right.
They love to tell you what you can't do. And that's a theme of my life. When you tell me there's something I can't do, I will prove you wrong.
Right.
Who would have thought some dude who had to learn how to walk, had to learn how to talk, had to relearn all the basics of life over to become a college student body vice president? Getting into Donald Trump events, most people can't. Taking pictures with Joe Biden, taking pictures with Elizabeth Warren, Mayor Pete. I've hung out, I'm telling you, I sang for Kobe Bryant when I was 8 years old. Kobe Bryant, he died, right? The song we sang for him was "I'll Be Missing You." Wow. Puff Daddy. I don't know if you know that song. It was originally a Police song by Sting. Yeah. I'll be watching you was the original. Remember that one? Mm-hmm. So Puff Daddy, when Biggie Smalls got killed, y'all know who Biggie Smalls is? Okay, that's what's up. You know black culture a little bit. Okay. Now, so when Biggie Smalls got killed, when Biggie got killed, the song Puff Daddy made for him was "I'll Be Missing You." And so it's crazy because this dude died. So I sang that song to him when I was, 1996? 24 years later, this dude dies. And we sang the song, literally me, my cousins, and brothers sang "I'll Be Missing You," the Puff Daddy song. And then this guy dies this year. So you can see I had an instant connection to it right away.
Yeah. And that's how your life goes. That's why I like to listen to your story, because if I interrupt you or don't let you tell your story, I don't get the whole picture. And your life is intertwined. And I would have never known that if I was like, let's be structured and talk about it. That's why I don't do the structure very well. Because they need to understand and hear all of it. So we can figure out how to keep it tied together.
Yeah.
Because you make sense, by the way. When you tell the story, it makes complete sense.
Oh my God. I've been waiting to hear this kind of stuff my whole life. I've been looking for you, man. I'm glad to start with focusing one goal at a time.
Yeah. Complete the goal and move to the next one. And they're all tied together for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to tell my mom how good you are.
So then, because once you get the voting thing done, then the next step is you're going to be a lobbyist. And you have to go to Carson City and talk to the governor.
And I've done that stuff before already because I was a student body vice president. Something my friend found. One of my friends was. A lot of my friends have disowned me. They think I'm just completely crazy. And then they're like, you're promoting Biden, you're taking pictures with Biden, then you're posting about Trump. Then they're like, he's pro-Trump. Don't fuck with him. If you're black and you're anything with Trump, black people hate you. I kind of see why now because some of his racism is really coming out. But,
Which doesn't mean you shouldn't have met him or went to the rally. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like what the heck? And it was fun. I met some of the nicest people there. It was like it was a good time. Like people like let fear control them. Like what do they? I don't know. All right, complete the.
And the reason you're doing this is so when you go to the legislature, you have the power of what you did behind you, not who you are. So when you stand in front of the the senators or whatever, hang on, guys, I'm the one that did this petition. Here's my 2,000 signatures. I then went on the street and got 500 or whatever homeless people to vote, and they voted. So you need to listen to me. But you don't have a title to go with it. You just have the work you did.
Okay.
And that's what they're looking for.
Okay.
And then when they realize that, oh crap, this man knows all these people that are going to vote for me. We need to be real with him.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Instead of just like, oh, thanks for coming by, seeing you. You got to listen to me. I'm going to go tell those 500 people not to vote for me. That's the game. That's how you play.
Okay,
that's why you do it one step at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so thankful for this. You got a great mentor, bro.
Thank you.
I can't wait to learn more about you one of these days.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Complete
the crazy life too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. It's gonna be fun. I like to listen too, as much as I love to talk about myself.
I enjoy it.
All right, complete the goal. All right. So signatures. Focus on signatures.
So your homework for the next week is putting the petition together. What it is, what it means, what it's about.
Okay, homework
together by next Monday.
Okay, homework.
It's a good time to start it because the legislature's next year, 2021. So you get it started now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
You can get out of your house and go do things and get people to sign it.
Yeah.
Those things are fun.
Okay, with the petition. Yeah. No, don't do it all at once. Just do the petition.
Yeah, just do the petition.
Because I was gonna say I do have voter registration forms too.
Right. Now do the petition.
Okay.
It's got to be brief.
Okay.
Can't read a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Be brief and to the point.
Okay.
This is what we're trying to change. This is what we want.
Yeah, that's something I've been working on because like I used to like talk a lot to the point that it become confusing or just too much, like you said, overwhelmed. So I've learned
really quick. We live in a life. I call it the McDonald's world. People really just want to go to a little box, yell at it, go to the next thing, grab their food, and leave. And that's how they look at life. They really don't want to take the time to.
Yeah.
Even on the internet now, things are shorter.
No, seriously, and then like okay, so I'm gonna be one of the other crazy prophecies. I mean, I'll be marrying Kourtney Kardashian. Okay. I'm 1,000% sure of that. You know who she is? Okay, so she has this amazing business, Poosh. That's her lifestyle business. I have a lifestyle business. Real education matters. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna marry her. Oh, but no. So like, okay, so like I promote her. I promote her. Like I'm like, hey, because I remember on the episode of Kardashian, she told her old boyfriend Scott, who she was with Scott 9 years. I was with my girl 9 years. We have a lot of similarities. So like she told Scott, you either need to get on my because when she tried to start a business with Scott and have fun with it and stuff, Scott was like, oh, you can't talk to me this time, and oh, let's have barriers. And she was like, she told him, she's like, you need to either get on my team or get off. She's like, I need to be able to depend on you. I need someone who will help me or try to. So I've been proving that. Like I on her, so like I get 600. Like I have a post of her. It's at 600 likes right now. So like I created a page for her. So I promote her business too, and I promote it on my page and like. So like I'm gonna marry her. She's the one, and Kanye West is gonna be my brother-in-law, and I'm gonna get him in the office.
There you go.
So, but yeah, so I'm part of that Kardashian family because I grew up with money. Yeah. So I know what it's like. Like you can't control me with money. Like when we start getting these votes and stuff, everyone's gonna be like, you can't buy a Bentley. He doesn't. I've had it. I've had millions of dollars before. So many people have never had something, so they don't know how to act when they get it. Right. Does that make sense? If you never had money your whole life, how are you gonna know how to act when you finally get it? I'll tell you how you're going to act. You're going to act arrogant. Right. You're going to act like you know it all because you got some money now.
You're going to spend it all.
And yeah, this is like, no. So that's one thing that people will be able to say about me is that he does what the fuck he wants.
It's a good piece about you. Right. I like that about you.
Well, I'll work for next week. Yeah. Yeah, I already started that too.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, next week.
That's your homework.
All right.
And your sponsor lady should be there.
Okay. All right. Homework for next week. Get petition. Anything else?
Remember, small bites.
Small bites. Remember small bites. Okay. So I don't get all. Okay.
Don't take the whole cake at once.
Okay.
First, you don't get to taste it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. One piece at a time.
Okay. Yeah, that petition will be good.
It will be.
Yeah, because they'll
It'll
be
let you focus it. But while you're doing it, you're going to get other ideas. So make sure you're writing them down so you don't forget them.
okay.
Because we need to go back and add them in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
good ideas. We just have to figure out where to put them,
Uh-huh.
where they fit. It's a
Okay.
puzzle. And you're good at that.
Yeah,
You're good at that.
yeah, and yeah, I
But
was
you don't want
really.
to get overwhelmed so your brain fries and you end up on the street. You
Yeah,
know,
no, yeah. I was homeless for 3 days before.
yeah.
I did it myself. After I had that episode that was went on the news with everyone. Remember I told you I slipped into depression
Mm-hmm.
after that. Damn it, what brought this up again?
Homeless.
Oh, so after like, okay, so like, remember I like as soon as I left the mental hospital, I had a cloud of darkness come over me. Like everything just became reality, became real. Like everyone thinks you're crazy, you're not cool, yada yada yada. So so like I was like, oh my fucking god, like I was like my life's over. I literally thought my life was over. Remember I told you about the shotgun and stuff?
Yeah.
So one of the things I did before I bought that shotgun, I was like, okay, well I'm gonna be a loser and homeless, obviously, because of what happened. So I was like, I got to know what it's like to be homeless. I need to start practicing, getting ready for this because I'm gonna be on the street soon. Like when you have like, I'm telling you, like you know those great voices.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in depression, it was boo boo. I never heard. It was all nothing. You know, and I was like, I gotta get accepted now. I'm gonna be homeless. I'm a loser. And so like I would go take my car to places. Like I'd sleep at a gas station. I went to the library. Like I tried living out of the library for a little bit, like hanging out at the library, then going out and sleeping in my car. So I was because I'm so like I go through it. Like I really went through like kind of being homeless. And like that's probably not so much empathy. A lot of the things that
Yeah,
people
exactly.
I've been through a lot of things, so I have a lot of empathy and
Yeah.
patience. You
And you
know.
can understand people and relate to them in ways many of us can't. And
Yeah.
that's a great aspect. So it allows you to touch in, especially with these ideas.
Uh huh.
But wait, I've been there, I know it, and I know what you're going through. I want to help you get out,
Yeah.
and that's
You
why we're doing it.
you have to go into someone's world in order to lead them
Yeah,
out. You can't be in the ivory tower looking. You have to be, yeah.
yeah. And you've done that.
Cool,
Now
yeah.
you're done with it. Now you have to take that history and put it into action,
Yeah.
and that's our goal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, remember small bites. Okay, so yeah.
yeah.
Let me get my what did it record me? How did this go? Oh no.
It didn't do it.
Oh it did it. It did it.
Okay.
32 minutes, cool.
All right.